Hello my quarantine kings and queens, I am back with another video, and this video is going to be about WAP, okay? Yes ladies and gentlemen, we're talking about WAP. But hey fellas, are you listening? Are you paying attention? I'm gonna need you to come all the way out. I'm gonna need you to log out right now because this video is not for you. Much love, talk to you later, see you soon, see you in the next video. Alright, so now I need to get with my girls and I need to talk to y'all, okay? I want to have this video about WAP because there's like a lot of positive views that people get off of the WAP video, and then there's like a lot of negative views that they get off the WAP video. And most of the negativity is coming from the fact that it is kind of a vulgar song in some people's opinion, but nobody's complaining when men make all kind of vulgar lyrics and stuff in reference to women. But when women make a video in reference and a video and a song in reference of how, you know, they poom poom is, it's all of a sudden it's a big issue. You know why it's a big issue? Do you want to know? You want to know? Because these men do not want you to know what kind of poom poom you got. They don't want you to know there's a difference between poom poom, okay, and WAP, okay? Different types of poom poom and WAP. Now, ladies, now we know the difference between good eggplant, okay, and regular eggplant and big eggplant, right? So, men have these same differences that we have, okay, when it comes to this type of topic. So, they don't want you to know. You know why? Because a man's greatest offense against a woman is a woman that doesn't know her worth. If she don't know what she working with, especially down there in the G spot, he gonna take advantage of that. So, I'm making this video for you guys so you can smarten up and know what to do. Know the difference between what's WAP, what's not WAP, and what are some things that's going to come along with it if you do have WAP. Because having WAP is great, but there's also some bad sides, some downsides to having WAP. And you're hearing it from a lady who is not just giving her opinion on what she thinks. This is coming from a woman who knows, okay? So, without further ado, let's get into it, alright? I'm trying to find my peer group here, okay? I'm trying to find where my WAP is, right? So, if you're not a WAP, okay, I'm going to need you to probably just log off this video. If you're a hater, if you're a dop, which means you got some dry ass boom boom, I'm going to need you to go ahead and log off because this video is not for you. And let me clarify, let me put my disclaimer in there before I get all the way into it. You don't necessarily have to have a WAP to have good boom boom, okay? It's just a different variety. It's just a certain type of boom boom, okay? You can't help it. You're born with it. It's nothing that you can do that I can think of. But, you know what I'm saying? If it's you, it's you. Alright, let's break down what determines what is qualifies as a good WAP. What's WAP? Okay, now, if you make a puddle, okay, from when you being in the bed or whatever, being with your boo-boo or whatever, if your sheets is soaked in different spots, I mean really soaked, like good moisture going on down there, that means you got WAP, okay? If your sheets is super wet, yeah, you got WAP. Okay, if you can't go commando, and you know what I mean? Like ladies, if you can't go like out without no panties on because you know it's gonna mess up your whole outfit because you're gonna be wet in the crotch area, okay, this is for you. If you not got that going on, log out, baby. Alright, and another thing, if your panties is so wet that you have to change your panties just to be comfortable in your clothes when you get all turned on and stuff, talking to your boo or being around your man, if it ain't that wet to where you feel uncomfortable and you need some fresh panties to feel good in your clothes, baby, this is, if you ain't got that going on, this is not for you because we're talking about real WAPs, okay? If you can't hardly wear thongs for this same daggone reason, that means you got WAP, okay? And if it drips down to the floor or down past your inner thigh area, baby, you got WAP. If you laugh, if you laugh when he say, oh baby, I got some personal lubricant, if you laugh at that, oh yeah, baby, that means that you got WAP, okay? So now I'm in my peer group. Now that I found out my peer group, now let's talk about the real stuff that comes along with WAP, okay? Let me tell you a few important points that you really need to know about having WAP so you know how to deal with these men accordingly, okay? Alright, number one, it's not going to stop him from cheating, okay? Just because your poom poom good, he gonna be insecure because he knows what kind of pum pum you got. So he gonna be worried about like the possibility of you maybe wanting somebody else, or thinking about somebody else, or not feeling like he's a good enough man to be with you. So he gonna be insecure and he may cheat on you. Okay, that's another thing. Number 2. Sometimes when these men know what, because these men know, okay, they know the difference between regular boom boom and WAP, okay. So if he gets all, like, sometimes it's hard for you to keep a relationship. Why? Because you got these men who's gonna be really controlling, or they're gonna be really insecure. They don't want you to come out the house. They don't want you to go nowhere. They don't want you to dress up, wear no makeup. Why? Because they worried about the next man looking at you, and they know if that next man looking at you, if he sees that you got that good and you give him some, it's gonna be hard to make him leave. Okay, he ain't gonna want to leave you alone. He might, you know what I'm saying, he might lose his girl. Okay, that's what these men be worried about, y'all. I'm just telling you, not what I heard, but what I know. Okay, straight from men, and you know. All right, another point I'm going to make. Point number 3. Oh yeah, you are at higher risk for sexual assault. Okay. And I'm going to say this because, okay, now I'm not going to separate it and say that if you just have regular boom boom or whatever, any woman can be vulnerable. Any woman or man actually could be vulnerable to sexual assault. However, if your boo or your whoever it is you liking or whatever, he getting all fresh and stuff with you, he kissing on you, and he start to see that you good and super daggone wet down there, he ain't gonna be able to control himself. He gonna try to take it from you whether you want it or not. So you really have to be careful, like, with how you deal with these men, because when they know what you got down there, they're gonna try to divide and conquer, if you know what I mean. Okay. All right. Let's see. Disadvantage number 4. We on number 4. All right. Guys is gonna confuse having sex with you with love. It's gonna happen, yo. Like, when they get all, when you break it down and you give them some, they're gonna start to thinking that, oh, that all of a sudden they love you because they love how it feels. Because men are very tangible creatures. They're very visual creatures. They like the touch and feel of things to associate with love sometimes, and that's how they can get like really caught up. So it's gonna be hard for you to you're gonna have to like really hold them out. You can't be giving your stuff away, because why? It's good. You gotta make sure that your shit, like, you gotta make sure that who you doing it with is who you really want to be with, because you're gonna have all these men out here being all thirsty and stuff with you, and it ain't even gonna be what you want. You gotta be sure that, because they're not gonna leave you alone. They're not gonna leave you alone. Okay. So I hope that I cleared that up with that one. All right, number 5 said, you gonna have haters, okay? You gonna have haters. I probably got a lot of haters even looking at this right now, trying to talk about, oh, she talking about her stuff. Well, look, I can talk about my stuff. I think more women, we need to talk about our stuff, so we at least need to know what level we are, right? It's clear for men to understand what level they are when it comes to, you know what I'm saying, the eggplant, because they know whether or not they got a little one or a big one, okay? They know. They gonna at least have an idea, okay? But yeah, I'm not worried about no haters either, because they're gonna think whatever they want to think, and I'm gonna do whatever I want to do, period, because this is my show, okay? All right, I'm the spotlight. I set up the camera and the lights and everything. This is my show. Oh, and I did have a little help with a little bit of production. Thank you in the back, okay? All right, so next point. Let's see. We're going to go to point number 6, right? Point number 6 is probably the hardest one to really come to terms with, talk to you all about, because, yeah, they're not going to want these men, when they see how wet and stuff you are, because it's not a usual thing. WAP is not average, okay? WAP is above average. So they're not going to want to use a condom with you. Why? Because they really want to know what that feels like. Remember, I said men are tangible creatures, and when they see stuff like that, some kind of rare find, they want to feel all of it. They don't want to put no condom on. So, like I said, that's another point what I'm trying to make. Like, if you get with these men and you know what you got going on between your legs, because we just mentioned how you identify yourself as a WAP, okay? That's how you better make sure that when you go to that point with this man, he either has a strong level of respect for you, that you value yourself, you know how to distance yourself, and you know your worth, okay? Because there's gonna come a time where he's gonna try to you know what I'm saying, slip a Mickey on you when it comes to that kind of stuff. He's not gonna want to wear no protection with you, okay? All right. I'm gonna go on to number 7, and number 7 is sometimes you're gonna let your pom pom get the best of you. Why? Because you know, like naturally, like okay, for example, men when they get aroused, they, you know what I'm saying, it rises. Y'all know what I'm trying to say, right? So when you get aroused, you know what I'm saying, you're gonna be wet, right? It's nothing that you, sometimes it's something that you can't even help. You know what I'm saying? It's just gonna happen like that, right? So when you get like that, you start thinking like, oh, maybe I'm in love, maybe I'm catching feelings, maybe I'm ready to do this, and da 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 da, because this is how I'm feeling down here right now. You gotta think with your head, honey. These men are gonna be thinking with their crotch. You gotta think with your head, because and make sure that when you try to give this boom boom away, it's something that you know that you want to do. You're 100% for sure that it's a good move for you, and this man that you're being with value, respects, protects, and cares for you. Okay? Because I'm trying to tell you, if you don't put these barriers and stuff in place, these men are going to take advantage. They're going to take advantage, and they're going to be all out for trying to get in your stuff, and that's it, you know? So, I hope that this video helped these ladies out here. I hope that I reached my peer group. Like if you know you got WAP. Like if you like this video. Subscribe if you want more on this topic and more on this information and more of my content. I would definitely appreciate it. Much love. Also, before I even end this, I'm sorry, I don't know if I said this before. Shout out to Cardi B. Shout out to Megan Thee Stallion for even making the song. The music video was so beautiful and so fabulous. I really hope that y'all see this video, and I really would like to know what y'all think about me making this video on this topic and talking about the advantages and disadvantages and the qualifications of WAP. I really hope y'all liked it. Like, share, and subscribe. Please stay tuned for more videos. Love you, and I'll catch you in the next one.